They know I got them vibes, so you know them fans watching me.
Say you my chat with the shit. Oh, they must think they can stop me. See, we got rods on the scopes. Now don't get sniped out the lobby.
Is not on me. Now tell me, what do you see?
We send the vibes to the nation. LIB and our blood. We in the sky with this shit. Just think it came out.
See, it's 99% cap, 1% gameplay, 100% vibe. Don't bring that bullshit my way. Try your luck, go against the vibe. When you fuck, you gon' think on Mike Grable the way I make them
Let me
tighten
teach you how
up.
to
You'll be
vibe.
lucky if you even score. You should read more, though I choose to live in peace. You should know I bleed war. I'm a recon
teach you
man,
how to
one of
vibe.
the best in the sport. I keep a drone on my hip, I let it out to explore. They say the ops on the way. I see one, I know it's more. They just ran inside a building, my EMP gon' deploy. Make them panic, play support. Crypto going manic, they tryna figure out how I do assault damage. Real just mark the surroundings, I know they can't stand it. Morosky sending out his ghost and they don't understand it. I'm headed to the high grounds to get a overstanding. Now you from a distance, see your partners, they just left you stranded. Damn. You know you headed to the lobby, right? Sorry for your awful fight, I admit it was easy. Get you some practice or you always die. I know you doing that ping thing. They gone, made it out of sniper range. Level 1 knockdown shield. It's been 7 minutes in the fucking game. I'm devoted. Hit you with the devotion. Hear it wind up, quick motion. Now I'm headed with the wind to your partners, but I'm focused. See,
Let me
go
teach you how to
beast on
vibe.
the hunt. Ghosts, we reloaded. Blow the EMP and we done.
They know I got them vibes, so you know them fans watching me.
Say you my chat with the shit. Oh, they must think they can stop me. See, we got rods on the scopes. Now don't get sniped out the lobby.
Is not on me. Now tell me, what do you see?
We send the vibes to the nation. LIB and our blood. We in the sky with this shit. Just
Let me
think it
teach you
came
how to
out the
vibe.
Kim was always first. Rashad, what up? Say you Jersey's dad. I got you. We tapped in. Coop, say, Mr. Bipolar in the bitter, Suave, ATL, Tyler J. B Walker, what it do? Player Nano in the building. We tapped in. We live on 4 platforms. If you're on the blue, you know what to do. If you're on the green, picture in picture. Emotes, you do not have to be a sub. Amazon Prime, you get your free sub on Twitch. And if you're on the red, hit that like, comment, tap in. He said, I got to thinking, what if Miami wins tonight? It could happen. It's any given Sunday. In this case, any given Thursday. It is a football night in America. And we get to see some football. So never a dull moment when we get some football going on. I love Thursday night games. I'm glad it's been added to the situation. KT2 the GOAT, Clinton G vibes. I've been having some fun lately with the Titans being
Let me teach you
a
how to
dumpster
vibe.
fire, and us every day looking at options, checking the waiver wires, who's getting traded, who's getting
Let me teach
retained,
you how to vibe.
who's getting let go, who will be the new coach. What does the draft board look like? All the things that you do when your team is 1-7. Big Jeff, what to do? I had some fun in the last 24 hours with having fun with the Cowboy faithful. And today,
Let me teach
the
you how to
Giant
vibe.
faithful, come on down, because my next poaching member is Jalen Hyatt. You know, one of the highest award winners coming out of college, a burner, a guy who they think has a limited route tree, and not a great route runner, but a talented guy nonetheless. That the Tennessee Titans without Calvin really legitimately only have 3 viable options to run routes on Sundays. So with the bye week coming up, in a plethora of draft picks and an impending top 3 pick in the 2026 NFL draft, the Tennessee Titans are already on the clock. Cesar, what up? I think the Tennessee Titans fans are funny that they wouldn't trade. Like, first and foremost, Titans fans don't think that they could. That
Let me teach you
it's
how
a
to vibe.
hypothetical. Jeffrey Simmons is not gonna get the 12th and 29th pick thrown at him by the Cowboys. But if they did, Titan fans got to be crazy to think the front office wouldn't take 2 firsts. People try to make the difference between Big Jeff and Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons was already taking the rookie option on. They were not able to work out a deal, and that is the reason why he was traded. Big Jeff is under contract. It's a big difference. And let's just start it in there because we're gonna be wasting time. Jalen Hyatt, $1.4 million. He has a full year left on his contract of his rookie deal next year. He was like the 77th pick in the draft, and if you put him on the Titans right now, he'd be the 4th receiver, with Calvin Ridley being out for almost a month. If Calvin Ridley came back, he'd be the 4th or 5th receiver.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Nobody can convince me that for less money that I wouldn't want to try Jalen Hyatt at receiver instead of James Prochet, Mason Kinsey, Bryce Oliver, Lance McCutcheon, or Hal Presley. I just can't be convinced. Tennessee Titans spent the 7th round draft pick on Colton Dowell, a special teams receiver a few years ago that is no longer with the Tennessee Titans. So the new look Tennessee Titan is going to have to be,
Let me
and what
teach you
they've
how to
already
vibe.
started signing is guys that they evaluated in the last couple of years, guys that are on practice squad, guys that are young free agents that that could be coached and turned into valuable talent with little risk and high reward. So that's where I'm at with it. I'm just scouring across the league, and I seen Jalen Hyatt would be a person that could use new scenery the same way that Will Levis, I think, would be a good look on the Vikings and the Rams. With coaches that know how to develop him, he will not be needed right away, but you're gonna have a hard time convincing me that JJ McCarthy is like some quarterback that's light years ahead of what you would be getting in Will Levis after he's already working out and then regaining his strength. He said you need Lamar to ball out for your fantasy. He probably won't. He probably will play good, but I mean, the guy's been off for a while. Probably gonna take him some time to get warmed up. He said, we're not trading y'all, Big Jeff. I'm gonna show up on your doorstep, Cam. Yeah, it's a hypothetical, Cam. Like, y'all know y'all not sending us 2 first rounds. Cause like the people that come in to be so, see, technically he's
Let
not.
me teach
he
you
would get
how
a
to
first
vibe.
like, shut up, man. Anybody that start talking like that, I just disregard them because they take themselves too serious. Secondly, it's a hypothetical that said if the Cowboys were to lose their mind and send 2 first round draft picks for Big Jeff, Titans are going to have a top 3 pick. They could trade back and pick 5 times in the first 33 picks. So, I mean, you take a team that went 3-14 and is now 1-7. You can't tell me that picking 5 times in the first 33 picks with the biggest cap space in the NFL next year, they couldn't put a better product on the field. And I just don't know anybody who wouldn't take that. He said that, but I'm saying, like, it's not a realistic trade though, Cam. Like, I was just testing the fan base because it's some people that are so attached that don't think that the Titans would take 2 first this year's draft, already having a top 3 pick in the bag. So, and if they really want the top pick, all they got to do is just lose to the Saints in the next month. So, I mean, it's really quite simple. They said, Coach Biggs tried getting at me on your post. I got inside information shot that he's a part-time Giants fan and a Daniel Guns co-fan now. Call me Shams Charian. Oh my God. But I mean, like, why wouldn't, and I got Titan fans that wouldn't take Jalen Hyatt for a 7th. Like, Corey Levin is a left guard / center. That's a reserve role swing guy for our team. He was running routes last week because we just didn't have the bodies. So if Chimere DK runs the kickback and gets hit and needs to sit out of play, like, they have to go twin tight end. Like, they don't even have a 3rd receiver to put in right now without Calvin Ridley. So, like, they're like, well, what about, like, even if Calvin Ridley comes back and they don't take the second year out on him and eat contract to get out of the deal with him, which is $28 million he's getting paid this year. Even if Calvin Ridley comes back, why would you not want to have Calvin Ridley, Jimray DK, Van Jefferson, A.O. Monner, and Jalen Hyatt? That sounds better than Mason Kinsey, Crochet, Lance McCutcheon, or Hal Presley. I just don't understand. Like, you really gonna have a hard time if you put Jalen Hyatt in the rotation right now. At his worst, he's still the fourth receiver on the team right now for $1.4 million. Discord is open if anybody can convince me otherwise, or why the Titans shouldn't send a 7th round. If they just signed 3 receivers that have 0 stats in 3 years, why on earth wouldn't they send a 7th for Jalen Hyatt? Corey. I mean, but it's people that disagree, Corey. I'm lost. Like, we went 3-14 last year, and we're 1-7. We have statistically the worst roster in the NFL, and teams, we got people that would be picky about taking a warm body that actually could run and catch the ball. Exactly, Corey. He said, you trust the Titans to draft someone significant with the picks? I trust Bergonzi. If take Amy, Burke Nihill, and Chad Brinker out of the way, I trust Bergonzi to put. I mean, he just drafted A.O. Monner, DK, Gunnar Helm, Cam Ward. Like, he just had a pretty good draft. Some of his off-season picks in free agency. But you got to think, he's the guy who sent L'Jarius Sneed to the Titans. So it's like, some of the stuff is like, I think they're just trying to clear Rand up. Do I agree with getting rid of some of Rand's guys? No. But do I think they're trying to clear everybody out from Rand? He said, how do I feel about the wide receiver rookies? I feel great about them, Dre. I think that they were late round steals, if you ask me now. Now, what's good? He said, you asking these questions, I'm convinced Dallas can't pick anything good in the first outside alignment. I'm being honest though, Cam, like, let me ask y'all this question. Just because John Robinson had one of the worst stretches of drafting in worst free agency trade situations in the history of the franchise, right? He's been gone for 3 years, right? Then Rand was here for a short time, for a couple years, a year and a half.
Teach you how to vibe.
And made some more mistakes with a bunch of cap space, and had some okay drafts in off seasons, but realistically when you look at it, I think they moved on from a lot of players from the regimes prior out of spite. So just because they made mistakes in the past don't mean I won't give the new head coach and Mike Bergonzi a chance at having 5 picks in the first round. So I gotta say that Bergonzi has did a good job last year drafting, that I'm pretty sure if you gave him 5 shots in the first 33 picks that he'd get something solid. Because as of right now, if we continue on the pace that we at and we make no moves, even if he has a good draft next year and gets a couple of a lot of free agents are not going to want to come to Nashville, and we still won't have a much better roster next year because they're going to be moving on from people. Like, think about it. Rand brought in Azeez Al-Shire. The short time that we had Ernest Jones here, you could say it's a toss-up between them two. But both of those guys, Ernest Jones and Al-Shire, are better than Cody Barton. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, in a lot of positions that we made moves in, you know, moving on from Kevin Byard to letting Elijah Molden walk, to who's going to have a revenge game Sunday. He starts free safety for the Chargers. He got Xavier Woods and Quandre Diggs now. Like, at the end of the day, most of the spots haven't been upgraded from the previous regimes, but you gotta, scared money don't make money. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, if you got a chance to load up a draft, you just go do it. Like, look at the Lions, right? Dan Campbell, his regime, you trade, you get Jared Goff, you got 55 first round draft picks, Jamison Williams, Aiden Hutchinson, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Sam Laporta, you just Terrion Arnold, Brian Branch. You just go down and look at all those draft picks they got from that trade, and you got to say, like, both teams won. The Rams got a Super Bowl, and the Lions was able to load up so many draft picks that Jahmyr Gibbs, all these players that they got out of that trade, it is just loaded talent now. You know what I'm saying? Like, now the Lions can draft best player available. They don't have to go position of need. So that's what it's a hypothetical. Like, y'all not sending the 12 and 29 pick for Jeff. And if, you know, people start talking second and third round, I don't even want to entertain it. I hang up in their face. I mean, that's the thing, stat man. Like, Chig didn't practice. Have you seen the injury list that I posted? Chig didn't practice. A lot of guys didn't practice. You know, the trade deadline is coming through this week, and we play the Chargers, who have 5 former Titans on their team. So at the end of the day, like, as the roster sits, I've given y'all the names of people that I would go after. Today, I give you a 7th round pick for Jalen Hyatt. I'd trade for Tariq Woolen and extend him. I'd try to get Kayvon Thibodeau. I know the Giants say they wouldn't trade him. Right now, we watching the Dolphins play. I'd try to get Jalen Phillips. You know, younger guys that you can extend and take a chance to develop and grow your team with, you know, 30-plus-year-old guys. People talk about Lockett. Bro, how could you be comfortable with $4 million for Tyler Lockett and not want to pay 1.4 for Jalen Hyatt? I just need to know. If any of y'all can change my mind, I need to know how you could be comfortable with spending $4 million on Tyler Lockett at 33 years old, 32, 33 years old, and then turn around and say, I wouldn't give a 7th round pick and pay $1 million for Jalen Hyatt. I just need to figure this out. I need to be convinced. We definitely need pass rushers, and we don't need old pass rushers that are going to come in for 1 year and cycle out. That's why I say I'd take a Jalen Phillips. When Odafe Oweh went to the Chargers, the question is a lot of players gonna want to come to Nashville? We won't be anybody's first option other than somebody that wants to come be the man. Honestly, good for the Giants. Rookie deal, QB, sign your stars. But the thing about it is, like, they got Brian Burns. He's on a tear this year. He's gonna make money. Dexter Lawrence is making money. And then you got Kayvon Thibodeau, and you just drafted Abdul Carter. So my thought is, like, they can't have all of them. You can't have 5 pass rushers that make a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Like, so my thought is, like, if we could have, you know, got a Kayvon Thibodeau or Jalen Phillips or somebody like that that's young, all the people I named is like 25 years old. So if you get Reek Willen, you got Reek Willen for 3 years till he's 27, 28. If you get, you know, and I'm not against, and I even have some Titan fans that's like, oh, you're like, bro, like, me saying I'd keep Ridley too if I needed to and get Jalen Hyatt, like, okay, now you have Ridley, Hyatt, DK, and Ailmont. You still only have 4 receivers. Like, what is? I think Titan fans think you can only have 1 D tackle, only 1 edge rusher, only 1 receiver, only 1. Like, the Titan fans think you can only have 1 of something. Like, you can have a pair. You can have multiple. It's called depth, quality. I know it ain't used to seeing the quality roster, but you can have 1. He said, got to pay the terrible team tax. But I'm saying, like, when you get an opportunity to get some of these guys who've fallen out of favor with the teams they have that are stocked in talent, Tariq Woolen, Jalen Phillips, Jalen Hyatt, you know, some of these guys that I've named is guys that could come in and be solid contributors, because our fan base, for some reason, is like picky and bougie and thinks that we got, bro, we're 32 or 32. We had the worst record in the league last year, the number 1 pick, and our team is awful. You know what I'm saying? Like, so getting somebody that's mid would be like a far reach up. Nobody gonna convince me that if I put Jalen Hyatt out there, his route tree is worse than Mason Kinsey and James Prochet. I can't be convinced of that. And then if I put him next to Van Jefferson and told him to run a 40-yard dash, I know that Van Jefferson's gonna get smoked because he's old. But at the end of the day, like the Titans the fans will look down upon getting some of these guys, but at the same time, Hal Presley, Truman Jones, Micah Robinson, Lance McCutcheon, like these are the guys we signing, and we just signed another swing guard and put Blake Hanson on IR. So you know what I'm saying, half the team is on IR or not playing or banged up, and the rest of them are like guys like we're gonna have Samuel Womack or Marcus Harris play the slot, and this is gonna be their first time ever in the NFL playing in the slot in their career. He said they're gonna let Burns walk. Burns might have 20 sacks this year, bro. Like, I don't know if you let 20 sacks walk out the door. They say I got the list from 2000 to 25. We can go pick for pick if you want. I mean, Corey, I don't get it how the Titan fans think that like we can pass on solid talent. Like, oh, we don't need Azeez Al-Shaair. We don't need Ernest Jones. Then you get Cody Barton and you thinking, sure would be nice to have Kenneth Murray, Al-Shaair, and Ernest Jones back. Because you wind up spending more money on a worse situation. Like, you know, Titan fans didn't want Cheeto. Cheeto would sure be better than Amar Davis, Marcus Harrison, Darrell Baker Jr. this week. Samuel Womack. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like these are the guys, like that's our team. That's what we have. But our team and our fan base acts like they're too good to have some of this some fishy going. I seen Kyler Murray being held out of practice for a toe. What's going on, Becker? I mean, we literally got the replacements, and the fans are like thinking, like, Corey, this would confuse me. Our fans think if we was to send a 5th round pick for Tariq Woolen, a 6th round pick for Jalen Phillips, and a 7th round pick for Jalen Hyatt, we're still gonna have a top 3 pick, top pick in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, still gonna have our 6th and 7th round pick. Like, and if we are missing a 5th round, we just got a 5th round back from the trade we just made with RMC. Even if you say we're not gonna move Snead and Ridley, you come back next year with Tariq Woolen, L'Jarius Sneed, Marcus Harris, and whoever else you want to work in at the slot, and whoever else you draft at receiver. You have whoever you draft high at receiver: A.O. Monner, DK, Calvin Ridley, Bryce Oliver, and you add on and grow. Like, it's okay if you have like 5 solid players. It's okay if you have 6 or 7 cornerbacks. They say you can't have enough corners. It's okay if they was to move Pollard or somebody, or Arden Key or somebody, and get that pick back. Like, what are we gonna do? Keep shuffling around? We're gonna be at the 1st to the 4th, 1st to the 5th, 1st to the 6th, 1st to the 7th, like shuffling 20 spaces here and there, like trading people. Like, that's cool and all, but I don't care about having 2 6th and 2 7th round picks if we give up those extra 6th and 7th round picks for guys that Jalen Hyatt's contract would run through next year. If you could sign and extend Tariq Woolen, if he goes to free agency, you won't get him. A better team will get him. The Eagles or somebody will pick him up. You know, like in these situations, like you want to get some guys that's low risk, high reward, and still have your draft. I mean, I don't even think it's Ladd. I think Keenan Allen is finna cook in the slot, bro. I think Keenan Allen is about to do work in the slot, bro. You said the Cowboys can't pick anything significant in the first outside lineman in the last 5 years. They drafted a future Hall of Famer at receiver. He said Patriots, Seahawks should pursue Calvin Ridley, Tavondre Swift. Oh yeah, he's talking about Justin Herbert. I just need to know. Lil D, Marquise, Chronic fan. Nah, what up? I just need to know, like, why the Titan fans feel so picky about adding people that are better than what we have. Even when I put the list of 56 active Titans that play for other teams, people are like, oh, they're bums. I'm like, but they always come back and beat us. You know what what I'm saying? Like we haven't, like you're not gonna convince me that like Spillane and Dr. Gibby are worse than Mousy and James Williams. We don't have an edge rusher better than Harold Landry. Our backup quarterback is not better than Josh Dobbs. Like I just, in these situations, it's like you go through and see all these players that play for the Titans, and you just beg to wonder. So now we got all this cap space. We were at the top of the league in cap space when Rand spent all that money. Now we're right back at the top of the league, because one thing I will give Rand is he did a 2-year plan to where after 2 years he could reset naturally. So at the end of the day, the Titans have got a lot of cap space and they got a pretty good number of draft picks and still got people that they could trade this week to load up. But who cares if we got rounds 5 through 7, if we got 7 picks or 6 picks, if we could offload and get some like there's no receiver in the 7th round that's going to be better than Jalen Hyatt. If we was to trade and get Jalen Phillips for a 6th, there'd be no edge rusher we'd get in the 6th that would be past special teams. So we'd be getting guys that actually could come in rotation and play.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
Like right now, we just signed 5 players that are guys that won't even see the. Micah Robinson might see the field, but outside of that, like we didn't sign any. Like Lance McCutcheon doesn't have catches in 3 years. Hal Presley been in the league for 3 years and doesn't have a catch. Like these are players that haven't registered a catch, haven't registered a tackle. You know how you could be in the NFL for 3 years and never register a tackle on defense? I mean, you just like, bro, what are you doing? You a line leader. Ethan, what up? I seen Chig Okonkwo not practice today, and I'm worried. I've heard some things. If Chig gets traded this week, they'll just have David Martin Robinson and Gunnar Helm. You'll only have 2 tight ends on like active, bro. You know, just looking around, like I don't know, man. Look like Derrick Henry is gonna get a heavy workload today. Lamar just came back. They running speed option. I don't know what's going on in Baltimore. Kyler has practiced for 3 weeks and looked poised to make a good return against Dallas. However, today he was throwing to backups. Jacoby was throwing to the starters, and they have yet to put out a 3rd-string quarterback on the practice squad. Do you think Kyler Murray's getting traded? Do you think Kyler Murray's getting traded? Do you think Kyler Murray's getting traded, Becker? Is that what we're at? Need to keep him in the pot. Running speed option with Lamar is kind of wild after the injury. I don't know if they're trying to like just get him some touches or like whatever, you know, but yeah, I don't know if that's what I'd be trying to do with my star quarterback that's been out with a hammy. Kicks Will, what up? But you know, Discord is open. Anybody want to talk, want to hop in and speak their piece? Anybody want to add anything to the conversation? Y'all are more than welcome. It would be better trade Murray than sit him. Looks like they are doing one of the two. Who would take a shot at Kyler Murray? I know teams that are out there. I don't think that the Vikings are ready to push something that big out with JJ McCarthy coming back and Carson Wentz being done for the season. The Raiders are kind of financially crippled with Geno Smith. They financially couldn't do it. Just trying to think of teams that would be after a quarterback, not the Bengals. I don't see the Browns doing it. They got way too much going on in Cleveland. Definitely not the Steelers. Nobody in the AFC South would do it. The Jets maybe.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
I don't see Atlanta doing it because Captain Kirk is still there and you got Michael Penix.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
They got too much going on. You know, it's only way I see Atlanta doing it is if they wanted out of Michael Penix and they wanted out of Kirk Cousins. And the Cardinals would be just taking Kirk Cousins so they get the expiring part of his contract next year. I don't see that. Just trying to think of a team that it would make sense to get him. Nobody in the North NFC, nobody in the South, nobody in the AFC South. I don't see it. Definitely not in the East. I think the Jets is the only team that would make sense. Says Saints. The Saints haven't even seen one game of Tyler Shough yet. So like if Tyler Shough, like Kellen Moore, they took him in the second round, like Mickey Loomis, like if you have to give Tyler Shough to the end of the season and then you want a clear reset and go back into the draft with a top 3 pick and pick somebody. I don't think you go Kyler Murray on the Saints. You don't think Penix is the future in Atlanta? Interesting. He's a first round pick, man. You got to ride that out. What could you see in Kyler Murray that make you want to give up on a first round pick? And he hasn't even made it through a full season in the NFL yet. It is history there. Mark Andrews. Well, Lamar might be bite. Only way is they don't think any quarterback is worth it in the draft, and that is possible. It is possible because this quarterback draft I told y'all last year, everybody was so hyped up on it. I was like, I don't see nothing. I ain't see nothing that make me say, pass on Cam Ward, tank for Arch, tank for Drew Aller. Nah. Kyler Murray and Bijan. I'd ride out what I got in Penix, knowing that Kirk Cousins' deal is about to clear and you're gonna have a lot of cap space. I don't know many teams that would want to take a chance on Kyler Murray though. I honestly don't. Kevin O'Connell think JJ didn't just a little on. I just played before the injury. That's why I say like. But see, this is the thing about the Vikings and the Falcons is those are first round draft pick quarterbacks. Those aren't guys that you pick. Like Tyler Shough is a second rounder, so technically Tyler Shough is more like Will Levis getting the opportunity than a Cam Ward. He's more Will Levis than Michael Penix. Like these guys were like top picks in the first round, so I don't see that the same. Duval, Kyle Pitts for Chig. I don't think Atlanta makes that trade, but I don't see where that makes sense for Atlanta to make that trade. Like why would you trade Pitts for Chig? That wouldn't make sense for Atlanta because any team that's getting Chig is going to use him right now, or they're going to get him and extend him. That one doesn't make too much sense to me. Now I could see the Raiders. I could see the Raiders trying to get Kyler Murray. You know, you just talked about Bijan, but you know, we talking Ashton Genty, Brock Bowers, and Kyler Murray. But then again, like, would they want to go down that same road of veteran quarterback reclamation project? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you really want to go through another veteran quarterback reclamation project? Because for what any of us think,
teach you how to vibe.
Kyler Murray going to another team would be a reclamation project. Anthony Tony Mo, what up? Uplifting Souls, Ethan. Yeah, I could definitely see him, if he don't play this week, being his very last game for the Cardinals. The trade rumor mill is hot, but see, this is the thing, like, there's gonna be somebody traded that we all don't suspect. There's gonna be some people traded that we don't suspect. That's a good question. Pete Carroll might not want to develop a young quarterback, and that might be the reason why they didn't take a chance on a quarterback in the draft. But like I say, like, there could be a situation where there might be the situation where he doesn't have a choice in the matter. That may say, hey, we gave it your shot and we're gonna try it a different way. He said Jeffrey Simmons. I mean, I don't think anybody would be surprised if they did trade Jeffrey Simmons, but like I said, I kind of threw that out there as a heat check to say, like, if they did trade Jeff, somebody had to send the mother load like that. And realistically speaking, I don't think anybody would send 2 firsts for Jeff. Because he's an interior lineman, you know, and edge rushers are the ones that's valued in this league, not interior linemen, even though Jeff would be arguably the best. KD was good, my boy. What them Falcons looking like? See, I've been trolling about the Jeff Simmons. I don't think nobody was in a load big enough to where it's worthwhile. And if it ain't like something like 2 firsts or something, it's like not even worth them listening to. I know a lot of people say that's a lot. I'm like, but that's what it would take. Somebody would have to like offer you a whole lot for you to give up Jeff Simmons. With where they're at in them trying to rebuild this roster, and them trying to rebuild this roster, like, it would take something like that. He said first and a third, definitely worth it. But see, me personally, I'm gonna need them to throw first and the third. You gotta really take a hard look at like where those picks are at relative to, is it the bottom? You know what I'm saying? Like a bottom of the first, damn near a second round pick. You know, me, I want somebody to get desperate and throw the mother load for me to have to get rid of Jeffrey Simmons. I want the mother load. I need somebody to be desperate. I mean, just give me 2 first. You know what I'm saying? Like, type of desperation.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
That's why I threw the hypothetical. If the Cowboys sent their 12th and 29th pick, which is 29th is not set in stone. It's the Packers pick that they got from the Micah trade. But if they sent something like that in desperation on, because the Cowboys, this is their last chance before they gotta bust it up. Like, this is it. This is like hell or high water for them. They would be a team that would be desperate enough to make a crazy, something crazy like that. But just to say everything else though, the Titan fans disappoint me in their inability to see how far off this roster is. Like, it's a lot of Titan fans that just have no clue what all we would need. Like, thinking that you wouldn't trade a 7th round pick when you got 2 for Jalen Hyatt to come and play finish this year and play next year for 1.4 million. The fact that Titan fans wouldn't take it, and we just paid Tyler Lockett $4 million to do nothing. Like, bro, I'm okay. Y'all got it. Like, bro, okay, he's not the starter. Okay, he might not come in and have 800 yards catching, receiving, but he can run routes, and he's better than Mason Kinsey, James Prochet, Lance McCutcheon, and Hal Presley. Like, we're down so bad, we had Corey Levin running routes last week. So, I mean, he's a backup left guard running drag routes to try to pull a linebacker. Like, we're down bad. Maybe the Niners would do it. I mean, Kyle, like, it's a lot of Titan fans that wouldn't take it. I'm like, why wouldn't you? Like, bro, we drafted Colton Dowell in the 7th round. Like, I'm pretty sure that whatever we pick in the 7th round won't be better than Jalen Hyatt. Than the ceiling. Because most fans have this thing of like, oh, well, I don't trust the front office with the pick. And I'm like, if that's the case, like, just don't come out the tunnel on Sundays. Like, you at some point have to trust that Mike Bergonzi, if he was given the picks, you know, Kyle, like when I did the hypothetical Big Jeff trade where I said, what if the Cowboys gave 12 and 29 and you was picking at 33 and you got a top 3 pick you can deal back and pick 5 times in the first 33 picks, and you're like, nah, I don't trust the front office. Like, bro, like, at that point, just sell the franchise if you don't think with 5 picks in the first 33 picks that you couldn't possibly put a better, like a lot of talent that's young that you could build around right out the gate. I mean, that's like, but see, Titan fans don't see that. They just think, like, they're now making me believe that they think one player or one trade would make us competitive on. Like, no, you need to deal a 7th and get Jalen Hyatt. You need to go to the draft and add. You need to bring in like 6 good people. Like, you need a rotation. You don't think about like, oh my God, Chig's gonna be $5 million. Like, okay, Chig may be $5 million a year, but you put Chig and Helm and then get another tight end better than David Martin Robinson, and now you have 4 solid guys that you can rotate in. You know, like, okay, like you trade Tony Pollard and then you got Tajay and Khalil Mullins when he comes off IR, and you still go get another bell cow type of back. It's okay if you have 3 or 4 running backs. You know what I'm saying? Like, Titan fans just, they don't believe in depth. Like, even if they don't take the option on Snead, and I was like, yo, we should trade and try to get Tariq Woolen and extend him. We'll put Tariq Woolen with L'Jarius Snead. Now you got Marcus Harris, and then you still draft, and then you go in free agency. You really need like 6 or 7 guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the Titans fans just think, oh, we just need one good corner. That's not how it works. We should have kept Cheeto. We cut Cheeto to try to save some money, and then wound up getting his replacement, and Jalen Armour Davis has got dunked on the whole year. Zay, what up? He said Ian Rappaport just reported Ridley and Key seen as trade candidates.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
They need more talent than down there any team I've seen. Because right now, like, Titan fans wouldn't give up theirs. They got 2 7th. They wouldn't give up one of them to get Jalen Hyatt even though if he showed up in street clothes tomorrow, he'd be the fourth receiver on the team. Like, we only have 3 guys that are capable of catching a pass: A.O. Monter, DK, and Van Jefferson. Outside of those 3 guys, like, who is physically capable to catch a pass? Lance McCutcheon in 3 years has never caught a pass. Mason Kinsey has like 3 or 4 catches. Like, Hal Presley has nothing. James Prochet, I think, has like 20 something catches in 6 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like these, and that's like from years on the Browns and stuff like that. Right? Come on, man. We need some guys that could catch the football, that could run a route and catch. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the fact that our fans are not thinking of like, how could paying Jalen Hyatt $1.4 million? He would be cheaper than Van. He'd be $3 million cheaper than what Lockett was. Like, why not having good options? He don't have a great route tree. He's running a drag route, a fly route, a over route, a dig route. Like, bro, like a post. Like, Titans don't run but 2 or 3 routes anyways. We run the three levels out routes every week. Mike's first draft was pretty good. It was. I mean, when you think about getting Cam Ward, Femi, I tie Femi to Kevin Winston. As Kevin Winston, as we see him and see like the talent that he could possess, I tie Femi to Winston. And it sucks that Femi was starting to turn it on at the time that he got hurt. Just look at the tape. Don't argue with me. Look at the tape. Ever since Femi came out, teams have started their game plan and ran right where Femi was at. And we don't have anybody setting the edge. I know Arden Key is out too, but look at the Patriots. Their first 3 run plays was dead where Femi was not at. He might not be like some all-world pass rusher because he's only in his like 2nd year playing edge rusher, but he does set a hard edge. Yeah, I mean, DK don't got no bunch of routes. He ain't got no crazy route tree. I mean, we do 1,000 bubble. Hey, look, what's the worst? Put Jalen Hyatt and throw him a bubble screen 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage like the rest of the pass plays we do. Like, what could be worse? I mean, and then you think about outside of the first 3 guys we got, because I have to attach Femi because we didn't have a 3rd round pick. The trade back for Femi has to be attached to Kevin Winston. So then after that is DK, got your money's worth. Gunnar Helm got his money's worth. And A.O. Monter, you got your money's worth out the 4th round. You know what I'm saying? Then you talk about Khalil Mullins, Marcus Harris, and Jackson Slater. The other guys, like Jackson Slater will play center or guard next year when Zietler's gone. Or if they decide to move on from Cushenberry, because his effort on that 4th down play, 4th and 3 last week, where he just sat down and didn't try to block DeForest Button, it just really made me mad. Because it was like no effort to even attempt to try to block him. And you know, Khalil Mullins is 6'2", 225. He's got to be better than Julius Chestnut. You know what I'm saying? So that goes without saying. And then, you know, you look at Marcus Harris. We're gonna find out this week because Darrell Baker Jr. he practiced today, but he's on concussion protocol. So like, there's a good chance that Marcus Harris, Jalen Amar Davis, and Samuel Womack are the corners, the 3 corners that start Sunday. Pinky, what up? So that's kind of my thoughts about all of it. It's just like the Titan fans got to realize anybody that could be looking for a new home, looking for a second opportunity, somebody who may have been on somebody's 53 but on a practice squad, anybody who is on a team that's bad, that's looking to get off of contracts that are going to expire, the Titans should really like going to have a bunch of money free. They should take a chance at like 5 of these young guys. And the ones I've said, Tariq Woolen, Jalen Phillips, Jalen Hyatt, you know, take a shot at some of these guys that are 24, 25 years old that you can get for a 7th round pick or a 6th round pick or a pick swap, and you know, take these guys that you could have 3 years with to grow around with your next draft class that you're gonna trade out of the top pick for, and what you're able to do with the most cap space and free. Because the thing about free agency, everybody wants to wait to free agency. 1, we're gonna have to pay more. 2, is gonna be they get to go take 3 visits. Nobody ever picks the Titans first. Jermaine Pratt didn't. Jerome Baker didn't. Any of the guys, Javon Holland, any of the guys that we was after did not take Titan visits first or didn't want to come to the Tennessee Titans. So it's like you're either gonna pay more like you did with Dan Moore and Cody Barton, or guys just ain't gonna take the visit to Nashville. So you got to try to get some of these guys now, because what can you offer Jalen Phillips? Bro, you gonna start today. You gonna get the pass rush every third down. What can you offer Jalen Hyde? Bro, you finna get 30 snaps. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be out there, cuz you got a chance to get some run after catch. We gonna be down 10, 15, 20 points. So we gonna be in 2-minute offense the whole game. So, you know, and you bring in Tariq Woolen, like, bro, with Snead being out with the quad, you're gonna be the best corner we got, and we're gonna roll with you for a few years. They already signed them, Pinky. Truman Jones, Hal Presley, Lance McCutcheon, Micah Robinson, come on, Hall. These are people that ain't got a snap in 3 years. I mean, Pinky, I'm talking about guys that have 0 catches in 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Type of been on the NFL roster for three years with 1 tackle, shit like that. And I'm not knocking those guys, because this might be their opportunity to get in and outplay some of the, bro. We 32 out of 32. So it's like, if somebody's mid, they're better than what we got. So instead of just overpaying for every free agent that's out there, like, take a shot on 4 or 5 guys right now that I just named. Do some pick swaps, move around, pick up some of those guys, put him in. We got the bye week after the Chargers. You know, that gives the guys 2 or 3 weeks to get up to speed to finish the season out, rolling into the off season with the draft. Like, do it that way. Start now. You know what I'm saying? Like, why wait? Like, why wait to the off season till we get a new coach? That's like, damn, we sure could have used them 3 or 4 dudes. He said 1-16 loading. Yep, you are correct. Unless the Saints decide that they want to tank and they lose to us on purpose and we go 2-15. He said, I feel better if you was the GM. I would too. Only because I would be sparing no feelings. And I don't have, it's not emotional. Like, the Jarvis Brownlee stuff is so confusing, because they said that they also said that getting rid of Jarvis Brownlee and Roger McCreary because he got short arms. The Rams don't think he have short arms. One of the best teams in the NFL. They already spanked and put belt on us. So at the end of the day, like, you got rid of Brownlee, who was 5'10". You got rid of McCreary, who was 5'10". And then you signed Kamal, who's 5'10", Samuel Womack, who's 5'9", and Michael Robinson, who's 5'11". So, like, you haven't even signed a guy over 6 foot tall yet, and you saying they don't meet your physical prototype. Then you say they don't meet the culture prototype, and then you get rid of Roger McCreary, who is the culture prototype, who you just dropped a documentary on your website 2 weeks ago showing Roger McCreary's rise to being the Tennessee Titan. So it's like, you don't want the character guy because he's an inch shorter than the guy you replaced him with, and neither one of them are 6 feet tall. Like, I'm just so confused, bro. Like, what their actual aim is. Like, they didn't like Azeez Alshire, they didn't like Kenneth Murray, they didn't like Ernest Jones, and now we have Cody Barton. He's the worst of the 4 people I just named. So I'm just honestly trying to figure out like what their what their real purpose in putting out here is. Are they just trying to get rid of guys that were signed by Rand Carthon and John Robinson? If they just come out and say that, I'd feel better. He said, you see another win. I said 2-15. I said, if we play the Saints, we're both 1-7. If the Saints are trying to get the first pick, they'll lose to the Titans on purpose. We'll be 2-15 instead of 1-16. Come on, comedy. You got to keep up. Put the blunt down and y'all catch up speed. Tell me, with the first pick of the 2026 Titans select, trade back for two or three draft picks like the Browns did last year. Titans don't pick at 1. if they beat the Saints in next month and they do get the first overall pick, I mean, if they lose to the Saints in next month and they do get the number 1 overall pick, they trading back. They're not picking first. They're trading back because they got 9 picks right now, and they've moved up in some of the later rounds. So like, Titans would be trading back to try to have like 10 picks. Buddha tired of all the short kings in the secondary. What's crazy is they're drafting and signing a bunch of slot corners. We don't have guys on the outside. There's no guarantee that Snead comes back off this quad injury. They said, I feel Mike is getting rid of anything to do with old Rand and J-Rob, but sometimes that could be to your detriment, right? Like, let's say you get rid of Chig Okonkwo and you don't pay 4 years, $20 million, $5 million a year for Chig, and you put Gunnar Helm and David Martin Robinson, and you go out and sign a tight end for $2.5 million and you draft one. Let's say one of the guys you either signed or don't work out. So you got 3. So you got Gunnar Helm at tight end 1, David Martin Robinson, and another guy, right? And Gunnar Helm gets banged up for a couple of weeks. You still gonna have to go out and just sign some random Joe Blow. Why wouldn't you just keep Tig and Gunnar Helm and David Martin Robinson and still go try to get another tight end in the late rounds or in free agency? Like the guy that's on the Giants, what's his name, Bellinger? Why wouldn't you get a guy like that? Why wouldn't you trade a 7 for Bellinger and put him in with Gunnar Helm and Chig Okonkwo? And you only got 1 tight end making $5 million and the other 2 are on rookie deals. Like, why wouldn't you do that? You see what I'm saying? Like, why wouldn't you keep NWI for $3.5 million when you paid $4 for Lockett and almost $2 for Van Jefferson, and then Lockett walks out halfway through the season? Doesn't matter the production. It matters that you got a capable person that's bought into what you're doing, that understands what you got going on. Now, I understand that the guys got to want to play in Nashville, but if you sign and extend them early, you don't got to wait and play hardball with them in the offseason. You can say, you know what? We drafted 29 guys in 4 years and only 3 of them are left. We missed on 26 people. We got Peter Skoronski, we got Roger McCreary, and got Chig. And now Roger McCreary has already been traded. I got no problem with the Roger trade, but I do got a problem with trading Roger and Jarvis. Because what's the odds that you're going to go in free agency and pick up a practice squad guy or draft a guy, or that Marcus Harris is going to be better than Roger McCreary and Jarvis Brownlee? Because I can understand not wanting to pay Roger if you got to pay him top end money and want to not invest a lot of money into a nickel corner. But then you already had Jarvis that you could have just played at nickel, who's on his 2nd year. They're going to say, well, he was a culture guy. Well, your coach got fired. You don't have a culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you're going to hire a new coach that's going to come in and bring a new culture, right? So it's like what they're doing is not making sense, you know? So like, okay, so if you want to continue to get rid of Rand guys, Tony Pollard, I got no problem with Tony Pollard leaving. I need Khalil Mullins to be back off of IR, and I need to see him with Tajay Spears as a 1-2 punch. I still need him to draft or go get another running back too on top of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because Tajay's rookie deal is up next year. Like, that's the point, is like they get rid of things they can't replace. But in the part of the hypothetical that I had with Jeffrey Simmons is, Jeff is one of my favorite all-time Titans. If you can get 2 first, it would be like Aaron Donald retiring in the Rams and they got Braden Fitz and Jerry Verse the next year. Or it'd be like Fletcher Cox and Vernon Hargraves leaving the Eagles and they got Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter. Like, when you can and put Nolan Smith in with the extra picks that you got, when you can do stuff like that, then I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know, if we're not going to be able to load up quality talent, you know, we're going to be looking back saying, man, like, we didn't want to give Adoree Jackson $10 million and he's a starting cornerback on the Eagles. Is he a great one? No. But if you put him with other good guys, a good slot in Cooper DeJean and a good outside corner like Quinyon Mitchell. Like, he's playing off-ball corner. So that's why I say if you go get Tariq Woolen and extend him and put him with L'Jarius Sneed when he come back, and then put Marcus Harris in the slot, and then draft and then go get another guy with Armar Davis and Baker Jr. as backup spell guys, we might have something. We might have some depth. I'm cool with Armar Davis coming in as a rotational guy a couple games a year, but just throwing him out there to the Wolves and telling him to guard ones, like he's going to be on Lab McConkey this week. Samuel Womack is going to be guarding Keenan Allen. Marcus Harris is going to be on Quinn Johnson. And you have Quandre Diggs and Xavier Woods guarding Aronde Gasson. Good luck. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's where we're at. Tone. And that's all I'll be saying is like, give yourself some options. Yeah, I mean, it needed a lot of work, but they say you could never have enough tackles and never have enough corners. Then you trade your two of your best 3 corners and your other ones on IR. So I felt bad for Denard Wilson saying my 3 best corners are gone. But you also cut Cheeto. You see what I'm saying? So it's a lot different if right now Sneed is out and you traded Jarvis and you traded Roger, but you got Cheeto out there with Baker Jr. and Marcus Harris, and whatever it is, I still would feel better if like they traded some of these late round picks or some of these guys they know is leaving and try to get some young talent that they could extend. I just don't understand, bro. Like the moves that they're making and the guys they're signing is a bunch of practice squad guys. Even if it's some good players, I don't want them to just blow the mother load in the offseason and free agent money. Cause like the tight ends that are coming available are going to be old. The edge rushers are going to be old. Linebackers, old. Cornerbacks, old. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to be a bunch of old players. It's a good chance at the end of the season, if they don't move Ridley and Sneed now, that Sneed and Ridley might be 2 of the better options in their position at the end of the season for us to just say, you know what? We could save a couple million getting second year options on Sneed and Ridley, but if we don't hit it in the draft or add anything now, all the good receivers are locked in. You're not gonna go get Olave. You know what I'm saying? You're not getting Garrett Wilson off the Jets. Like at the end of the day, like you probably stuck where you at. George Pickens ain't coming to Nashville, so odds is like you need to start now. Just building more talent. You might not have the talent, but building more talent and giving yourself more options. Same with corner, same with edge rusher, all these things. Like, you know, you're going to be right back letting Jahad Ward go at 31 to sign a 30-year-old edge rusher from somewhere. Like, what's the difference? Like, you just playing musical chairs, like old guys for old guys. Like at some point, you got to take a chance on some of the younger guys and develop. So that's why I picked the guys I picked. Add a good draft in and then add some pieces, but don't spend all your money. Because if you don't trade Jeff, you're going to have to give him the bag. Like, you're going to have to be the highest paid interior lineman in the league. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to have to give him some extra. And he deserves it, and I don't blame him if he asks for it. Because, you know, if I pull the board up, y'all know I got the video board where I can pull up how the roster physically looks. Okay, let's say you extended Jeff and you did what I said and you got Jalen Phillips. You got T Sweat, Jeff, Femi, Jalen Phillips, and then you draft a couple guys and you pick up a guy up. Now you're kind of deeper, right? Or you may even, if you don't get rid of Jahad Ward, Draymond Jones, or Arden Key, you bring one of those guys back on a cheap team-friendly deal, right? Okay, then you go into, you extend Chig, but you still get another tight end. Maybe you get the dude off the Giants, so you draft another guy in the later rounds again, like you did him. Like, all these situations I'm saying is like load up you about 4 or 5 guys you feel comfortable with. So let's say you went and got Jalen Hyatt for a 7th rounder. You got Jalen Hyatt, A.O. Monner, DK, Van Jefferson, Bryce Oliver, right? And you still going in the draft to try to pick somebody in the top rounds, in the 2nd round, to try to add to that. You know what I'm saying? If you was able to trade and get Tariq Woolen and you had extended him, and then you say, you know what, I'm gonna keep Snead, Woolen, Snead, Marcus Harris, and you still draft and get and try to work some guys in, and you try to load up. Like, that's what builds a good quality roster, is you got options. Right now, Titans ain't got no options, man. Titans running out of options, man, because they're the worst at everything, and then putting one good spot in a spot and then losing some over here does nothing for you. Because ain't nobody on the team signed past this year. If they take the option on Snead, and really, the Tennessee Titans will probably like legitimately have like half they starters on offense and half they starters on defense that they got to replace. Did Kyle Hamilton get hurt again? Melvin Gordon just went down. Tennessee Titan legend Nick Westbrook-Akene on the field. Sure could have used a good physical run blocking tight wide receiver that's a red zone threat. Oh, he fell on the back of Stark's legs. Ooh, his ankle. Oh, that ain't good. Oh, look like Ollie Gordon, like he tweaked his ankle. Champ, what up? Tighten up. We need help, bro. I done went through this roster 1,000 times. I done went through Spotrac and check contracts. I done went through free agency. I done looked at upcoming guys and projections. I wanted Kayvon Thibodeau. I gave up on him. The Giants ain't gonna let go. So you know what, Giants? Send us Jalen Hyatt for a 7th rounder. You know what, Seahawks? You don't want Tariq Woolen. Send him. Dolphins, man, you're gonna lose tonight, man. Send us Jalen Phillips. We'll extend him. And maybe, you see 2 or 3 decent guys come in. It'll get some energy around the program that after last week when Cam Ward took his helmet off and asked Mike McCoy what was they doing, what are they doing, he feels like they're giving up and they're sending him out there to tank, but they're not telling him, and he don't believe in them no more. That's what that is. When you have a quarterback, a young guy, watch Lloyd Cushenberry fall down on 4th down and let DeForest Buckner get a free shot at him and punt the ball across on the 40, 4th and 3 with a 1-6 record, and then trade Roger McCreary after he got a sack the very next week. It's signaling to the guy that you don't believe in what y'all got and y'all gonna blow it up. But you're sending Cam Ward out there telling him to get better every week, and you constantly stripping it down. You got to bring something in and say, like, yo, these guys are going to be here next year. You need to start working in with them. So 2-time, man. Go on, send us Jalen Hyatt, bro. Anybody disagree? Discord open. You understand me? Hour in the shop talk.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Yeah, it looked like Ollie Gordon tweaked his ankle, like somebody fell on his leg. He in the blue tent. Ollie Gordon was on my draft board too. That's why I want to see Khalil Mullins, because he got that same build, like 6'2", 225. Zay, what up? Yo, so there's no Javon Curse. There's no Javon Curse. I know KT2 said that they backed off of Javon Curse. Like, what's the deal with that? Like, how did they back off of Javon Curse? Did they play me? Looks like Curse guys scrapped like they did Chubb. I was waiting on that Javon Curse card too. But I guess because they got the LTD Brazil, that the free Curse would have made Brazil be like worthless. It's all good. That's crazy though. They scrapped my boy Curse. But like Becker, what you think though? Like, do you think Kyler Murray's gone? You think Kyler's gone? Cause they got me intrigued. But I ain't gonna lie, when I seen Chig didn't practice today, I said Chig didn't practice toe. Kyler Murray didn't practice toe. I seen a lot of players didn't practice toe. Is that a tell? I seen a bunch of tradable players with a toe injury. I said, Dolphins lose tonight. They go to 2-7. Their season's completely over. What happens on the Dolphins? I know everybody's like more looking at their coach. I know everybody's more looking at the Dolphins coach than anything else. Cause it's like the Saints, Titans, Jets, Browns, Dolphins. It's some teams that's looking to get rid of some players. Charles D, what up?
Let me teach you how to vibe.
And if your team is out there, let me know who you think your team is going to trade. Impulse, what it do? And here watching Thursday night football, watching the trade waivers. The Colts gonna move anybody before the deadline? Because I still feel like the Titans got two. I ain't gonna say three. Three is stretching. I think the Titans got two more trades in them. Who do I think? The Raiders? I know they have already been talking about Aiden O'Connell. So Raiders gonna be trying to get out of Geno. Geno Smith only got one more year after this. I think y'all only got like 20-something million to eat. I don't know anybody that would take Geno. Brock Bowers is back for y'all. Ashton Genty. I heard y'all might be trading a cornerback to the Colts for Anthony Richardson. I've seen that rumor. Lions may move Jameson Williams. That's interesting. For what? Bro, why is they throwing at Kyle Hamilton? Who knows? You just feel it. Tua got a lot of guaranteed money. Ain't nobody trading for Tua. See, that's the thing about it. Like, Geno Smith got guaranteed money. Kirk Cousins' money is gonna expire this year. Tua got a lot of money. Kyler Murray got a lot of money. Like, a lot of these guys got big contracts that they tied into. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these guys got a lot of contracts, got a lot of money. Yeah, they just extended him. I don't think they trade no Jameson Williams. That's the thing is, like, some of these teams have invested a lot of money into these guys. You know what I'm saying? So they said, Kyler, how much guaranteed money do I can pull a spot track up? That's the thing you gotta think about when getting rid of somebody is like, how much money do they got still left that you gotta eat? Hendrix, what up? We just talking trades. Your team think about moving anybody? Kyler Murray, Spotrac. Kyler Murray's got a potential out in 28. We're in 25. Kyler Murray is gonna hit 53 million in 26 and 43 million in 27. Right now, Kyler Murray is at like 100 million in dead cap. Y'all can't move him into 28. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't move him into 20. He signed a 5-year, $230 million contract, 160 million guaranteed with 46 million annual. I don't know how you move that. Yeah, I don't know how you move that amount of dead cap. I know it won't happen. He just got paid. We trade. I'm confused, eh? Shanahan and Lynch keep shit quiet. Honestly, I don't know. They just traded for Keon White from the Patriots. Helped with the pass rush. I don't know. We can move, honestly, anyways. Just how long we can keep St. Brown, Gibbs, Laporta, Jameson Williams, Montgomery. Somebody got to be moved. Yeah, this man just got blown up on that punt return. This man just got blown up on that punt return. Yeah, I wanted Thibodeau, but the Giants say they ain't moving on from him. Giants say Thibodeau is off limits. I gave up on Thibodeau myself. I wanted Kayvon. I wanted Kayvon. Pause. Why they can. I mean, Neighbors is on a Ricky deal. Dart is on a Ricky deal. I know y'all not giving them up 2 times. I said I gave up on Kayvon, bro. I gave up. But y'all can let Jalen Hyatt 2 times. Tell me why y'all can't let Jalen Hyatt go. Y'all ain't using him. Y'all don't want him no more. Why y'all can't give us Jalen Hyatt for a 7? Yeah, Hyatt stay in too. Bro, you got to give up some. Y'all, I heard he requested for a trade, man. He went out. Bro, don't want to be there with y'all no more, man. Y'all ain't using him right. He said Russell Wilson I mean, I could see the Saints going for Russell Wilson or the Saints getting Jameis Winston back. I could see the Saints getting Jameis Winston back. Rodney, what up? Ravens Joe, how your team looking today? I'm watching. Winston back. Jalen Waddle, no, the Dolphins say they're not getting rid of Jalen Waddle. You gotta think Tyreek Hill is done, so Jalen Waddle is wide receiver 1 on the Dolphins. What's wrong with Miami? What's right with Miami? No Tariq Hill. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not like a physical football team. Like Dolphins is like a finesse team. I mean, Tariq Hill might not play football again, bro. I don't see Tariq Hill come to the Titans. Tariq Hill might not play football again. Everything went. Tariq done. I don't see Tariq Hill coming back. Do y'all see Tariq Hill coming back? Yeah, I seen no curse, bro. What's up with that? No curse. One more good season, but who's paying $30 million for that one season? Nobody paying $30 million for that one season. He said Nick Chubb came back. Nick Chubb is a physical running back. He's not solely relied on his speed. Tariq Hill is an undersized wide receiver that has championship rings and like $100 million. Like, he has absolutely nothing to play for. That's the point. Tennessee Titans need young people that can grow around Cam Ward, not like a 1 year, one and done guy. I mean, Tariq Hill does nothing for the Titans' development of their young team. Somebody on the edge of a Super Bowl. Buccaneers, Rams, Eagles. What's the Bills, Ravens? Probably because Brazil, Dr. Doom just dropped. I was thinking, Keith, I was thinking Dr. Doom just dropped and like they was like, yeah, we ain't gonna get a Titans two good ones. I mean, do you think Tariq Hill gets Buffalo over the hump? If Tariq Hill is on Buffalo coming back from an injury, does he make Buffalo beat the Chiefs, Ravens, the good teams in the AFC? I don't think so. Cause you gotta think, like, he's not coming back this year. He's not coming back this year. It would be next year. Like, Tariq Hill ain't no spring chicken. Tariq Hill ain't no spring chicken. But Hendrix, you talking about the Tariq Hill that we all know. We talking about Tariq Hill who's gonna be coming back off like a super surgery. Like, he's not gonna be the same. The dude got like 55,000 kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, the motivation for Tariq Hill ain't there. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's what I see. What's up with Hopkins for Baltimore? He's like a situational guy. He's like a red zone guy for them. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's gonna be a receiver making $30 million a year that comes back from it. More than likely he gets waived or some shit. Like if he don't pass the physical, he has to like medically retire or some shit. That's more of what I'm getting at. That's what I'm saying. Like he's got championships and he's got money. Like Tyreek Hill don't got much to play for. You know, that's more what I meant. Like what reason would Tyreek Hill have to come back to the NFL, to fight back through injury, to fight back to all of that? You know what I'm saying? Like he's not a young guy. But go out on top. That's why I say like it definitely wouldn't. I just don't see it. I don't see no reason he would have to come back and play football. He say but he's not a leader type of guy. Like Tyreek Hill ain't some like locker room leader. He ain't like a Larry Fitzgerald or a guy like that like, you know what I'm saying? Jerry Rice played into his 40s. He's just a technical route runner, and that's not Tyreek Hill. Like think the Chiefs got rid of him, they got Worthy, and before that they had Mecole Hardman. Like the Chiefs didn't replace him twice over. You know what I'm saying? Like the Chiefs have replaced him. Oh my God, the Chiefs didn't replace him twice over. I don't see Tyreek Hill coming back to play football. I could see Tyreek Hill coming back and like joining a podcast or something. Like case in point, like put him on the Rams, right? Rams is like a team that's like, you know, a Super Bowl contender type of team. All right, if they got Tay Adams and Puka Nacua, and then like Tutu Atwell or somebody, or Jordan Whittington, like he don't take snaps from them. That's kind of what I'm getting at. Like he don't really take snaps from teams that's good. Oh yeah, D-Hop don't play that much though. D-Hop don't play that much. They usually kind of use D-Hop in like a red zone role. He had one catch last week, and it was the game winner. Like they needed a first down, and he ran a stick route. You know what I'm saying? Like that's D-Hop. That's what I'm saying. Like he's not a good route runner or hands guy. He's just a guy that's really fast. And if he don't have that explosiveness and speed, he'd be like a waste of time out there. He literally would be a shell out there playing. Now y'all see why I say like Tyreek Hill hurt or $1.4 million for Jalen Hyatt for a 7th rounder. You see what I'm saying? Like that's where my mind is at. Like give me a young guy that got a chance to grow. that's got that 4.2, 4.3 speed, that can get better, that could grow a route tree, that could learn to be a better pro. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me some young guys. Yeah, Andrews, you can't be mad at him for that. He doing, you know. Definitely. But I mean, I think that's why he left the Chiefs. If he's at the Chiefs, it's like to win football games and to take the game serious. Him going to the Dolphins is like, man, I'm in Miami. I got championship rings. I got money. I'm closer to home this way. Pretty sure the women in Miami look better than the women in Kansas City. Hey KT, did you get Sneed? Sneed's got some like on 20 most feared and 20 Titans. Sneed is kind of cracked out. I ain't gonna lie. He in the slot. I got him playing outside. I sold Sauce Gardner and put him in. I sold Sauce Gardner and put him in. Cheaper by the dozen. Wow. That's tough. Mike McDaniel don't look like no coach, man. Mike McDaniel don't look like no coach. Lamar is moving, but he ain't moving like normal Lamar. Lamar running, but he don't look like normal Lamar. Lamar don't look like normal Lamar. That's what he looked like, Hendricks. Titans OC. Now I don't want his offense. I don't want his offense. All that motion and shit. He said he should go to college. I mean, go coach Florida. Mike McDaniel to the Florida Gators. Down the highway. Oh man, I'm just in here watching the game, talking to the chat, bro. I ain't even thinking about the game for real. I'm just doing the little behind the scenes challenges and stuff like that. You know, trying to get that out the way while we just rapping. Would your team gonna make any moves before the deadline? Or y'all feel like y'all good? I seen y'all got Mercedes lose, bro. Blocking tight end. I can see that. He definitely is that. Zay Flowers tough to tackle in space. He a linebacker. Can't wait for the draft for that. Edge or like an interior backer? Man, the Ravens tight ends going crazy tonight. Interior linebacker. We'll send y'all Cody Barton back. Y'all want Cody Barton back? You can have Cody Barton back. He said we can have. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure y'all don't want Cody Barton back. Man, bro, he got all the recognition in the world. When he see it, he is not gonna do anything. Like, he can recognize what's coming, but when he get there, Cody Barton is not gonna move, bro. Like, he see what's going on, but he just see what's going on. He's not actually gonna involve himself. They be asking him questions in the post game like, it seemed like you called out what they were about to do, but you didn't do anything. You just sat there. He's like, gotta keep trusting each other. Alex Singleton. Sheesh. Can't wait, Baker. There y'all go, Broncos versus Raiders. Man, Ravens might be about to put a belt on these boys. Yeah, I didn't understand that one, Cam. I did not understand.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
That one didn't make much sense. That one didn't make much sense. Third and 17, them boys ran an out route. They just doing stuff at this point. They getting booed. Somebody about to get fired. Mike McDaniel is following Waddle, trying to figure it out. He like, man, just throw me the ball, bro. McDaniel is gone. We watching it in real time, chat. We watching Mike McDaniel get fired in real time. Second half, -1 rushing, -6 passing, -7 total yards from an offensive genius head coach. Tennessee Titan fans, this is the exact reason why I want a leader that's coaching all 53 plus the practice squad and the people in the facility, the janitors and everything. I don't want some offensive game planning guru, and I definitely don't want this guy as the OC. Like I don't want Mike McDaniel in Nashville. I don't. Stop talking about it. Stop trying to come up with these offensive guru quote coaches. Just give me somebody that can coach the 53 and motivate them. -7 yards in the second half versus the Ravens is just not exactly what I want to be in Nashville next season, bro. I'm sorry. What's the price on Minka? You know I keep it on deck. Hey, somebody give me a timestamp on what I just said. Somebody in the Discord give me a timestamp. Minka Fitzpatrick, 4 years, 73 million, average 18 a year. He's on the back end of his contract. He's hitting for about 18 million a year. His guaranteed money is gone. Minka will be gone somewhere in there next year. Minka's out. Minka is out of there. Minka Fitzpatrick. Minka. Yeah, Minka's out of there. Said fire sale, everything must go. Yeah, Minka's out. And the Dolphins ain't got no money, no way. Jalen Phillips, get back, Cowboys. Jalen Phillips is for us. Jalen Phillips is on a 4-year, $14 million. This is the last year of his $1 million. I think he got an extension because it's like they took the option on him. So he's getting like 13 this year. I think the projected it's like 4 years, 60 million or something like that. Tennessee Titans, yeah. That's why I say we need. Do people understand when I say we need to get a guy like Jalen Phillips now and just get him and extend him? He'll be cheaper than waiting to the end and getting Draymond Jones or something. Like that's kind of what I mean. Is like they'll wait to the end and get him.
Let me teach you how to vibe.
That's what I'm saying. Give me the younger guys. Like, see, you see my moves. You know what I'm saying? My moves is like get some young guys that you can extend. If Jalen Phillips don't turn in to be Max Crosby, it's okay, but he's got to be better than Jahad Ward. He's got to be better than Jahad Ward, Arden Key, Draymond Jones. Put him with Femi, T-Sweat, and Jeff Simmons, and then draft me another edge rusher in the first or second round. Now I'm feeling good. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of my where my mind is at. Lamar is out here throwing beams today. I heard that. I seen that. I don't believe that. I don't believe the Eagles are sending 3 firsts for Myles Garrett. I believe they're a team that could absorb that, but I don't think I wouldn't put it past them. But I don't think that that's what they're doing. This is built to ass, bro. Where my Dolphins fans at? Come on out. Lamar out there having fun with them boys. Oh yeah, they got my boy Michael B beat down bad. VR Gary lock kicking them one shoe plug in the city. Hey, they got my boy Michael B beat down bad, man. The people still calling Lamar running back? Yeah, if their team sucks. Yeah, why is the step up offer $15 the first step this time? Why it ain't training and stuff like it's been? Boy, EA be desperate. You know what I'm saying? They some real desperados out here. EA some real desperados, man. Yeah, I wonder why. I think because of that Dr. Doom card that's out. You know, the Titans just got an LTD. They probably like, oh, hell no. Titans just got an LTD. They're like, nah, we ain't doing that. Oh, Mike McDaniel's canned. Mike McDaniel is canned, bro. He's gone. I don't see Mike McDaniel making it through this one. He said last stream on Facebook. No, it's not the last stream on Facebook. We're going to be live tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day and the next day, Travis. We're on Facebook, Kick, YouTube, and Twitch every day on all 4 platforms. Appreciate you still got that green badge. I'm still going to be going live on Facebook. I'm still going to be doing my shop talks. Unless I physically come to this thing, and I don't think they'll make it where you can't physically go live on Facebook. I don't think that's not, from the emails I got, that's not what's gonna happen. It's just the Facebook gaming resources and the gaming platform as a whole, like they're done with that. But I pretty much just go live and shop talk on Facebook, so I don't, like, nothing's gonna change on my end. But late night, Travis, if you don't see me live, if you see I went live and I'm off, I'm on Kick and Twitch late night. He said NWI. Who is he throwing to? What NWI did, KT? Nick Westbrook did something? Oh, first down catch. I believe it. Tennessee Titan legend. Tennessee Titan legend. You know what's crazy, KT, is Aaron Brewer is getting praised in the NFL now for his play at center. Tennessee Titans. This gay Lloyd Cushenberry, a bunch of money. Yeah, it's an ejecto seat for the Dolphins. They getting the belt tonight, Travis. How you been though, bro? Hope everything going good on your end. Over here watching the Ravens put the belt on the Dolphins. Oh my goodness, NWI just dropped the pass. I need to go and hide. Nick Westbrook just dropped the pass. I need to go and hide. I need to go into hiding, man. Nick Westbrook just dropped the pass. I'm going into hiding, man. KT, I'm going into hiding. Nick Westbrook just dropped the pass. I'm going into hiding. It's in half empty. Oh, they came to see Lamar and them. Hey, look, I'm going in and hiding at the NWI drop that pass. I'm good. My Vikes are a mess. Wins. JJ's coming back this week, though, right? If JJ McCarthy don't come back and play well, what you thinking, Travis? Are you trading to get Kirk Cousins back? Are you trading for Kyler Murray? What are you doing? It's Derrick Henry time now. I'd like Kirk back. Atlanta fans and coaches aren't happy right now. I know. Yeah. The Vikings feel they should have paid Donald or Daniel Jones. They had both of them. Imagine having Daniel Jones and Sam Darnold and letting them both go. Had them both. Oh, Derrick Henry doing Derrick Henry shit. Derrick Henry doing Derrick Henry shit. Watching Derrick Henry run 30 yards down the sideline is just a thing of beauty. Once he hit the jump cut, it's over. Once Derrick hit the jump cut, it's over. O-line gets healthy, can protect. The QB, too many sacks given up last week. Me watching Micah Parsons is like defensive player of the week in NFC, ain't he? I mean, of the month. The Dallas Titans, y'all turning into us, man. Y'all, Dallas is turning into the Titans. I had to sit and watch former Cowboys go ball out. He said, "Does Ward get shot next year? You think he's got his time to take care of?" I think Ward is starting to come on. It's just we have nothing, bro. We got 3 active receivers on roster. We got Van Jefferson, DK, and Lockett. That's the only 3 active receivers we got. Really ain't played in a month. JC Latham's working back off his hip surgery, his injury he had. Pollard is shot. Tajay is back. Khalil Mullins is still on IR. They're talking about shipping our starting tight end. Like, we just don't have nothing for Cam Ward to do anything other than, since Brian Callahan has been gone, since Brian Callahan left, like, Ward throwing for 250 plus a game. He getting the ball out faster. He making the reads, even with no help. You know what I'm saying? That's all you can expect. Ward's probably going to end the season, if he stay healthy, with 3,400 yards. You know what I'm saying? Like, what else do you expect with the team that we got? It's a whole fourth quarter left. Will Levis is back training, so like Will Levis will probably more than likely be healthy enough to be dealt at the end of the year. Hopefully he gets a fresh start where he get an opportunity to play with a coach that can coach to his strong suits. Bro, we still got a whole fourth quarter of this nonsense. It's really tragic. If you a Dolphin fan, like, how painful is this? This is like being a Titan fan. Like, you sitting at the end of the game for 30 minutes, you knowing the game been over. You just gotta sit there and just hope nobody get hurt, and that like the players continue to develop and get some momentum for the next week, for the next ass whooping. Because you know Mike McDaniel ain't making out of this game. There's no way that he don't get fired. And you know what's crazy? Mike McDaniel is already finna get fired, and Brian Flores is gonna be a hot coaching candidate for a head coach. In one place he ain't interviewing is the Dolphins. Ain't that crazy? Like, they got rid of Flores to give Mike McDaniel, and now Mike McDaniel about to get fired, and Flores is gonna be a hot name for a coach this offseason. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? The same way you looking at JJ McCarthy, like, not even being on the field, and watching Sam Darnold and Daniel Jones be in the MVP conversation. Like, it's how quickly time can change on things that happen. You feel me? how quickly things change. If y'all on Facebook and YouTube at 10 o'clock when this game ends, I'm gonna switch over and only be live on Kick and Twitch. We're gonna turn the music on. Last night we watched the verses. No Limit. Like, there's no way that Cash Money could have won with Turk and Wayne not showing up. Like, that was a disappointing thing for New Orleans. You know, for Wayne and Turk to not be there. It's kind of buns for the fans, you know. Ravens gonna be 3-5 and one game back on the division already. The Steelers and the Bengals had their shot. Ravens finna walk down. I'm calling it there. Okay, Nick Westbrook. You ain't relaxing till the clock hit. That was, yeah, this game over, bro. Oh, he dropped that hoe. He dropped it. He dropped it. Did y'all watch that versus? Some of y'all watched it with me last night. Nah, we still gonna be live on the Blue. That's what I've been trying to say for the longest. Like, Facebook gaming, what it stood for ends, but the way I be doing shop talk and shit, that shit's like, just think, it's gonna be the same as saying like, you can still go live on your phone or from your computer or as Facebook gaming. I can still tag Madden and play it. It's just like, the people behind the scenes is just won't be there. You still be able to do all the same things you do when I go live any other day. It's still gonna be monetized. Like the subs and the stars, everything will be the same. It's just like Facebook gaming is gonna, but just think about it. Like when I go live on Facebook, I don't even really be like gaming on Facebook. I just be in shop talk, just sitting here with no game tag, just talking. So it's like the same thing. It's just like, far as like them as an entity is gone. They just not backing it. It's no resources. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean, it's the same as saying like your favorite rapper went independent. He ain't got the record label, but the album's still coming out. It's still gonna be on iTunes, you know, it's still gonna be on YouTube. It just ain't no partner group. It ain't no Facebook events. It ain't no none of that no more. As far as gaming, Facebook content, they still have resources and shit for. It's just like, just not for gaming. That's why I've been on Facebook, Kick, Twitch, and YouTube every day, just to give y'all the option. Just think if I would have did this today, y'all be kind of confused, right? But Nano, you watching on Kick, some of y'all like watching on Kick, and you can use stickers and emotes and picture over there, and it's no ads. Some people like Twitch. Some people have been watching on Twitch for months and months and months. Some people like watching on YouTube. They've been watching on YouTube for months. I just didn't want to like surprise everybody with it. This been something that's I've been telling everybody gonna happen for the last 18 months to 2 years. So when it happens, people that still want to watch on Facebook can still watch on Facebook, and like nothing changed. It's just that it's like more independent. Yeah, I be doing the regular sports content and all that. So it's like people that really follow me have been used to saying like, man, I'm posting more regular content, but I still be playing the game a lot. I still do my thing, you know what I'm saying? Still late night. But it's just as a person knowing I'm not no person that got thousands of people watching me on Twitch with hundreds of subs, and I'm not on Kick Partner Plus or no shit like, or YouTube. Like I'm saying, so it's like I'm growing these other platforms. I still got my Facebook platform. I still got people that sub to me and shit like that. So it's like content gonna come on my end one way or another. You know what I'm saying? But it's just that you know, that's why you seen the regression from people that stream of saying like, man, ain't nobody finna be sitting here streaming 6-7 hours of gaming play on Facebook, and they're going and they doing away with it. They taking resources away from it daily. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like when they, like the day that they took away the gaming app, is like, that's the writing on the wall that they starting to remove. And then when Zuckerberg got that indictment, it's like that was just even more of the writing on the wall to say like, yo, they're gonna be cutting back. So I mean, you look and see UPS laying off, Meta laying off, all these companies laying people off. It's just, you know. Now, would I like to continue to grow my sports content and my Twitter and my YouTube and Twitch, Kick, and Facebook, like all these platforms, to the point where like things, you know, was like they used to be? Yes, of course. I love to be back and beyond that level, but the reality is like, I put the time into it, I put the quality into it. We got new people popping up every day on the sports post on Facebook. We get new people that watch on Kick, Twitch, and YouTube, and we stay consistent. We stay growing. We stay adding. You know what I'm saying? Like I looked on my Twitter the other day, and Keith Bullock followed me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? One of the best linebackers that ever wear the two-tone blue follow me on Twitter. So it's like, it's a good feeling. You know what I'm saying? Know that, you know, Titan players over the time and Titan media start following and tapping in with you, that, you know, you get to the point where, you know, the shop might get to where I in game see it. It never was really in gaming. It was just in content overall to get to a certain part with the brand to where we could do shit that we never been able to do before. That's kind of been my MO from the gate. Never was to be like the best Madden player in the world, you know what I'm saying, type shit. Is like, my shit was always be the best content creator, because If you got the brand and you a really good content creator, like nobody can't take that away from you. You know what I'm saying? Like the grind and the quality of what you put in. Nah, bro. I believe Nano got something to do with it. Feds gonna come knocking. Feds finna really be watching you, boy. They ain't playing about that sports betting and gambling. It's crazy. Jalen Waller got pressed into an open spot. If Buddy would have never touched him, Wiggins would have been all over. Look at NWI drawing DPIs. Look at Nick Westbrook drawing DPIs. Read the names in it, you'll figure it out. I got you. Look at Nick Westbrook drawing DPIs. Yo, did he really fumble the ball? Wow. Ball been out. Marlon Humphrey punched it out. Marlon Humphrey punched it out. He likely to get a touchdown. Everybody else, he likely got good numbers. He just ain't scored. This a Derrick Henry run right here. Like, I'm telling you, this is the Derrick Henry demoralizer run right here. This the Derrick Henry demoralizer right here. You said don't say that I'm playing him in fantasy. Derrick Henry, this is that first down house call. Because the thing is, like, it's cold outside and it's late in the game. You know the game over. This when Derrick Henry really punch you out. And we all know it. This when Derrick Henry punch you out. You know what I'm saying? This when he house call a 50-60 yarder right here. Cause it's like, you know the run coming, but you the Dolphins and you really don't want to tackle him. Or they put backups in the game and the backups just get out of position and get scared. Cause like Derrick Henry, that one jump cut back across the formation and he be out of there. And everybody hitting the exits. Dolphins fans hitting the exits. Somebody on T thick over there walking out that stadium. I told you. Somebody grabbed his ankle. He was finna take off and cut back across the formation, bro. I told you. I told you that's that one. If dude ain't grab his ankle right there, Derrick Henry gone. That's Minka, I think. I think Minka grabbed his ankle. Yep. "13 carries, 94 yards. Four more yards, he got a hundo. Jalen Phillips, come on. Come on to Nashville. Man, this is a belt to all right, y'all. We about to end it on Facebook and YouTube. Shotbybuddha on Kick. Shotbybuddha FB on Twitch. We'll be right back.